Alright, we have another recycler haul. We also have some unboxing. We have some odds and ends here to play with. Let's do the unboxing first. I don't know what half of this stuff is, so we'll find out together. This, by the way, is my Grove Made task knife that I bought that I thought would be super cool, but basically it's not very sharp right now, so I gotta figure out how to sharpen it. In fact, it needs to get a lot sharper to do anything. So it's a pretty ornament for now, but I need to look up how to make it sharp. In the meantime, I'll be using this little device. Well, what is in here? I don't know. I shall find out. First, let me check and make sure it's anything related to keyboards. And if not, I don't think it is, so I'm going to not show it because some of this is, I guess, stuff that my wife might have bought or something. So, what is this thing? Oh, man, I just don't know what this is. What the heck is this thing? Alright, well, since I don't recall... Oh, okay, it's a replacement part for my theater chairs. This is the cup holder that goes in the theater chair. Oh, okay, cool. That is not keyboard related, sorry about that. This may be this for sure is. This, I don't know, maybe. And I got one more over there. Let's start with this one. Suppose I should open these first so I know whether I'm just disappointing people. It's not keyboard related, but let me peek. Not really keyboard related. Sort of, I guess, tangentially. I decided to invest in boxes because I was breaking some of my keycaps. I'm going to see if I can maneuver my camera to show you. I'm going to take it off its stand for a second. Yeah, as you can see over there, I bought 25 of these small boxes that are normal, basically standard size keyboard boxes, and those are some extras on the right and the empties, or that haven't been made yet. And then there's a few, obviously, like these 10 that don't fit in the standard size. So we're talking like, Battleship and maybe taller ones, and so those are fit in those. And so the boxes on the left that are open-ended, those are not really meant to be open and closed, so that's why they're open. Whereas this other one has flaps, the white one has flaps that close. So, but the one on the left that's open, that's from the post office. That's what people call. I think it's some dimension. I think it's called a board game box or something, but it happens to fit oversized keyboards perfectly. The guys have mentioned it because you can just ask the U.S. Postal Service to ship you some, and they will for free. So anyways, long story short, this was okay. Long story short, I ordered these markers because I wanted a wide tip Sharpie for writing on the keyboard boxes. So that's what those are for. Even though the marker I was using was plenty thick enough, I guess, but we'll see. That's what that's for. Okay, let's see if I can. I don't know what this is. Let's see. If it's kind of weird. It looks like a keyboard shape, but I don't think I was expecting any more like used keyboards from eBay or anything, but I'm not sure what this is. Made in China. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, so this is a drop that I bought in on that was an acrylic keyboard holder. And so it's kind of funny that it accidentally was kind of shaped like a keyboard, but this feels like something else is in here, but I don't think so. Okay. So, cool. This is a drop I was expecting. This kind of shows what it's going to look like. Which reminds me, I want to bring a couple of my keyboards over to show, because I am going to my first keyboard meetup this weekend. And it happens to be at the Living Computer Museum or something like that in downtown Seattle. So that's a nice little box that's shipped in. Yeah, interesting. Alright, well, so I guess, we don't need to see the box anymore, but let's see if we can assemble this bad boy. Why not? So here's the two separate bases, or these, yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, I was going to go to my first keyboard meetup this Saturday, and I was going to bring my new keyboards, and I was going to bring a selection of the older ones that I've been playing with lately. When at the time I signed up, I'd only told them which of the new ones I was bringing, because it was about 3 months ago, and I hadn't really done any old stuff, trying to restore old stuff or collect old stuff. But that's changed a bit, so I think I'll bring a little bit of both. As far as old stuff, I think I was going to bring one that I retrobraided. I was going to bring a Space Saver one that was cool, maybe a Battleship one that I got that people haven't seen, the Big Daddy. That's the extent of the old stuff. But okay, here we go. There's some. Oh yeah, and there's two connector guys that hold the thing in place. Let me get the wrap off of that. Cool, I love it when I get stuff I forgot about. Probably not smart to break this too much. Okay. Assume this is all acrylic. Gets dirty fairly easy, I'd say. Cool. Looks probably self-explanatory. Let's see. So we got these two, and we got these two. Yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to slot in, maybe? No, it doesn't seem right. Quite right. Nor does that. Oh, probably just slides in, but not, doesn't need to ratchet in or whatever. Let's see if we can put the back half in. Oops. Oops. Oh, man. Don't want to break it, but I did something wrong there. I don't know, let's see if we can just sort of prop it up best we can, and then I'll look it up a little bit later about what it's supposed to do, but this, at least this way, they're kind of all sort of connected. It's probably not cool to break it, but alright. Actually, I kind of want to get my, let me grab a couple of my keyboards that I'm going to be taking to the keyboard meetup, and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, I guess I gotta clean some of this stuff. It's getting dirt and dust on it before I go. But this is my chocolate bar It's a chocolate anodized aluminum case. I forget where, from KBD fans maybe or something. And the chocolatier, GMK chocolatier. And then I've been running Kyle Box Jade for clicky is what I have in quite a few of mine. I don't know how this got dirty, but I need to clean it before Saturday. This looks like it got splashed or something. So that's one of the ones I'll bring. Another one's at work, my daily driver. It's an Oxray 280. It's beautiful. I love it. I did a build stream of that one if you wanted to see how I put it together. Then I have this one, which is just the cheap, I forget what it's called, IGK 61 maybe or something like that. It's one of the cheapest cases and boards you can get. It's got hot swappable switch slots and on the PC, on the motherboard plate or whatever. And so it's got the wood case around it and the keycaps inside. I have our GMK camping. So yeah, there's my second board I'll be bringing. Third one is like I said, one's at work, one of my best ones, and then there's another one of my best ones. This is a Leopold FC660C that's got the case removed and swapped in for a Heavy 6, a Norbauer Heavy 6 case. There's Norbauer's portcullis logo. This was Motorsport was the name of the color. It's the yellow powder coated. It's heavy and wonderful. Topra is wonderful. This I'd ordered this and it took a long time to get the case, so I was like, ended up getting, and then I think Leopold was switching factories from Japan to China or something, and so it was actually hard to get your hands on one, just period, but I ended up getting one from Korea through eBay, I think, and so it's kind of cool because it's got the Korean letters on it as well. I happen to work at a Korean company right now. I don't speak the language, but I love the culture, and I think it adds a nice touch to the board. One of the dreams I might have is possibly swapping out something that will let me put my my Serica SA with Dvorak, by the way, keycaps on a Topper board, so I'm not quite sure what I have to do to get Cherry, the Topper conversion to Cherry or something, or whether that's even worth it. We'll find out. But I do love the feel of this as far as a modern new board, the Leopold that's in here. That's, man, it's great. Love it every minute. The only other thing I have is maybe this Orcus wood wrist rest that I got. I haven't been using it too much lately, but I guess it goes with the camping set, so I'll probably take that in case people are curious what that might feel like. Also with the Heavy 6, I bought the case, the fancy, handmade, hand-stitched calfskin leather, blah, blah, blah. It's also got different patches you can put on the front and nice zipper and shoulder strap. I think I have the default patch, and I think I bought that I think the one that's on there is a special one I bought. Like, here's some of the other patches. We got a click, we got a thock. I don't know, I guess I can open it up real quick since we're looking at it. In case people care. Let's see what. Oh yeah, pretty much the normal portcullis that probably came on it. I probably swapped that for a click for now. So that's what a Heavy 6 Norbauer looks like, and I'll be showing at the keyboard meetup. Excited about that. So now that coincides with being able to try out this acrylic stand for keyboards. Let's see if we can use it. I don't know, this top-down view won't be great. I suppose I could tilt the camera away to kind of get a better view maybe of what it might look like. So let's see if I put the Norbauer and the Heavy 6 in the front, maybe chocolatier in the back, and GMK with the GMK camping in the middle. Alright, well, there's a way to show off of some of your keyboards. So maybe I'll think about putting that on my desk. This one's definitely the biggest, so maybe I should do it in order of size or something. I'm not sure, but let's try it in the back, see if it's a little better. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I like it. I'd say this acrylic keyboard holder is kind of a cool way to get to see some of your boards more often and have them on display. All right, let's move on, shall we? What other topics we got? We have another unboxing, and then I got a couple other things I wanted to do. Oh yeah, it is a recycler haul, so I suppose I could make that a separate video, but we'll see. Alright, acrylic keyboard stand. Yay. How about now we look at the final unboxing, which I think I know what it is. I got this from a guy off of Reddit Neck Market. I wasn't sure when or ever it would come, but it looks like it finally did, and it's what I thought it was, which is Rama. One of the Rama artisans. Oh wow, well no, I'm sure it's been open, right? Yeah. So, I guess a pretty decent price on this Rama artisan, which I don't really remember which one this is, which is horrible because I should know my stuff inside and out. But it should add to the other one I have. So I now have two of the WaveSeeks, although I couldn't tell you which one's which now. So here they are. Oops, sorry, my keyboard this whole time I was undoing that package. Basically this is the package, and it came with this one in it. So it's the dark, I think it's the darker one, but wow, they're so subtle in shades that I guess it looks better in camera that they look different. So here's the Rama, the underside of the Rama, the two caps. Yeah, so they're it says WaveSeek 02 on that one. Does it say what, does this one say what it is? Like for sure you can see WaveSeek 02 on that one. Let's see if we can see something similar in this one. There you go. Oh, WaveSeek 02. And then they have more. Wow. I don't know. My eyesight's not good enough. But anyways, suffice it to say I have two of those that I was interested in having, so that's nice. Okay. That's all the unboxings. One thing I wanted to do is I noticed I have some keycaps over here that have been drying for like 5 days. Yeah, and they are our, if you're on another video, I had a couple IBM Selectric typewriters from back in the day. And I decided to keep the keycaps off them. Like one of them didn't work, the typewriter. The other one did work, so keeping the typewriter that worked, and but then the typewriter that did not work, I just removed the keycaps and cleaned them, and they should be dry now. So I'm just going to put them in a package. Interesting. I'm seeing some more stuff now that I'm looking a little closer. Like I don't know what that is or whether I caused that with my ultrasonic cleaning. I hope not. But there was some like non-white kind of grime you can see, but that seems to be, oh actually you can see some there still. Jeez. Well, I can always clean them some more later, but it's so sturdy, the double shot, and it's like, man, thicker, and it's amazing stuff, like from this keyboard. Supposedly these can be used on a Model F, IBM Model F, so that's why I decided to keep them. But it's beautiful font, just heavy, beautiful keycaps that it's hard to pass up on. So basically I got the two Selectric II typewriters for $5 each, and so happy to take the keycaps off and then move them along to move the rest onto the recycling center. So there you go. So I'm gonna just put these. Actually, I should show you a couple of cute ones. This one is. There's a couple that were really narrow that were on the sides that weren't quite keys, I guess. Here's one. Margin release, I guess, is what this one is. So it's tiny and really tall and yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Alright. Just gonna store these in a bag and we'll put a label on it saying IBM Selectric, I guess, and kind of be done with those. They appear dry after 5 days of just sitting here. Pretty sure that was enough time to get the liquid out in the drying process. Okay, so that one I'm just gonna make. Let's see what kind of labeling I want. I got 3/4 inch, so this is my smaller label, so put the big ones in. And select 3/4 inch. Okay, this it's another thing. We're gonna do some recycler hull, and I gotta make labels for the keyboards we're about to see. But I gotta see what number we left off on. I'm gonna do caps. Okay, it's already set on caps. So IBM space Selectric. Alright. Print that bad boy. Guess I could have done bigger font, but that's fine. It'll do. As if there was any doubt later when we look at where they came from. I will make sure we know. I guess I should have put a 2 on there too, but Selectric 2. But I'm gonna call it good for now. But let's get ready to show some keyboards from the recycler haul, which means I need to figure out real quick what I left off on at the last time I did something. The last recycler I did. So give me one quick sec to look that up. Sorry. And here it is, if I can mute it and see what the last number was that we left off on. If I can, yeah. And it was a cute little Space Saver one that was awesome, and I can see I'm putting on the number, and what was it? It was Crucifer 23. Okay. So, we'll pause that. Switch back to what we're doing. So 23 was the last one, so it'll be 24, I think. So we're gonna put the smaller labels in. Oops. Oh, what did I do there? Okay. I think it might be fine, but we'll do a test. Okay, this is 3/8 inch, and we'll just print that just for fun to see if the threading's right. It's not, because I messed it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man. Alright, I haven't had this happen before where I jammed it or messed it up. And how do you fix it? Looks like it feeds kind of into both sides here. I see, maybe you can watch me fix my jammed labeler. Guess me, it's supposed to come up through here evenly. Come on. Wow, these are the world's most boring videos, but hopefully we'll try my guess here about whether this threads the way I think it does, and then we'll. So there's kind of that half, but let's do the other. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's cut off a little bit. Wow, this stuff's not as easy to cut as it looks like. And let's try threading this guy so we know I kind of supposed to thread. Oh, there we go. Oh. But I don't know if that's right or not. I guess I could look at the other one. No, that's what it does. It kind of comes up through the clip and just stays there. So let's see what's wrong with what we have here. Looks kind of right. Although I don't know why it's stuck right now. There we go. Wonder if I can rewind it. Well, it's sticking out a bit. Oh, yeah, so what does this have for that other? This is 3/8 inch. Let's make it a couple letters long. And yes, okay. Okay, we're back in business. That's printing. Sorry about the lighting, but all right. We have the right cartridge in. We're gonna start on cross for 24 when I bring it out. And double check because I can't remember what I saw at the end. And it is 23. So yes, let's make cross for 24 right now. Okay. Small letters. Cipher underscore, which is a function or shift for 24. Okay. Let's print it and see if we need to increase the font or anything. I think that's fine. All right, in no particular order, these might be all horrible or maybe some of them are decent. We shall find out. What's this one we can grab? Let's grab this one. Here's the first one up. This looks familiar. The font caps don't, but not this does, but it's pretty plasticky. Oh, KeyTronic. Okay. Wow. So branded KeyTronic. Let's look it up. Flip it over and see what it says here. That's model number. I'll read it with you guys. E03601QL-C. Made in Mexico. Yes, netware tested and approved. Any dates or anything? I'm not really seeing any, I guess. FCC ID, we can look that up. Overall, this feels fairly light and crappy, but yet it's a 5-pin DIN, so that's interesting. Let me move my stuff over closer here. Pretty crappy feeling. So it's kind of thin or something. It's hard to describe, but and this isn't really. This is resting wrong, so it's making it not feel great either when you set it down. It's a little better. Let's see, we got a keycap puller. Let's pull a keycap, see what we got in here. I was gonna say those fonts looked, oh my gosh, what the heck? Yeah, this must be newer and cheaper than all their stuff. The font looks pretty familiar. It's like very thin. KeyTronic is usually a giveaway for how thin and precise that font is. So there's the F. We flip it over, it's not double shot. It's very cheap and light plastic, and all it has is a big old hole, and then this has a big old hole. At the bottom you can kind of see a membrane. Maybe I can poke on it here in a second. Oops, where's the F key? So I think you can kind of see the membrane down in there at the bottom. Wow, it's basically one of the uglier, cheaper ones I'd say I've come across. Look at that stem. Kind of want to poke in there. I got some needle nose. I'm just going to poke and see if I feel a... Yeah. You know, it's a... There's rubber mat down there, so... I assume it's foam and foil, or I don't know. I guess it's not going to be foam and foil. Maybe it's just rubber dome nastiness. Wow. So what else? Anything interesting about the keys? It's got Windows keys. It's got F1 through 12. Some overall, it's pretty boring, I guess. After that, that's a pretty weird one. Haven't seen that, I guess. So let's put label it and move on. I guess I was shocked to see a 5-pin DIN that's that basically crappy of a construction and not cheaply made. Or I thought back with 5-pin DIN they'd all be more sturdy. I'm not real happy with what I was feeling on this. Let me type on it for a second and see it. Yeah, it's kind of mushy. There's a very distinct tactile bump though because of that. And it feels like it's about halfway down, so it's fairly high. I don't know. I guess it's interesting. Alright, what else we got? Another Gateway 2000. Super wide, I'll give it that. Wow, that's wide. It's wide because mostly because of this nav cluster. I mean, the nav cluster is this big, the size of a numpad. Like, so it's maybe pretty wide numpad and the wide this and then the F1 through 10 plus F1 through 12. I mean, a lot of keys on this guy. Program macro, suspend macro, repeat, rate, and remap is what those say. Let's see if we can see what the back says. What's this guy say? It says it's Maxi Switch, Mexico, 11/29/1993. It also says Gateway 2000 AnyKey on the plastic part right there. If you want to take a peek. Alright, I had one of these and I've already forgotten what the Maxi key or what the keycaps look like, but let's take off an F key and see what it looks like. Oh. So these are very shallow keycaps. I guess they're double shot ABS, but it's kind of interesting because it is darker color under there. Let's flip it over so you can see the font. See what you think. Alright, well, all the font seems to be holding up on all the keys. The keycaps are not great. The Maxi key looks like a Cherry MX, but I have to read about it. I forget if it actually is. The stem looks a little, I guess it seems like it should be Cherry MX compatible. I'm not sure why, you wouldn't want I don't think I'd want the keycaps necessarily. I mean, I'll keep them and stuff, but I'm saying their quality seems a little cheap. Feels, I guess, rubbery underneath. So, interesting, I guess. Also, this is a PS2. So we saw, what, 1993, I guess? Okay, oh, I didn't give it a number, so let's give it a number. This one will be 25. Peeling the label, okay. Okay. There goes 25. Okay. Let's bring out another one, shall we? Let's do this. Got another Apple extended, it looks like. Came with cable, that's cool. So, yeah. I forget if this is proprietary Apple stuff versus, well, it's not PS2, I don't think, but, so, well, it's nice and hefty, feels strong. The keys looks like it's definitely been used. Looks like you can see a banding around here, so it probably had your word processing helper overlay or whatever. Very sturdy though. Let's see what we got here. This says Apple Extended Keyboard 2 and M3501. Yeah. So I have another one of these, and it definitely didn't feel as heavy, but so I'm kind of surprised. Like if they're all equal, this one feels heavier than the ones I recall feeling. But I do have another one. I could probably find it and pull it out. Maybe I'll do that. Let's take off the keycap and see what we got. So those look like, I guess, cream Alps. I can't quite tell, but I wouldn't call that salmon, but what do I know? So this looks like cream Alps keys. Let's see if I can get the Alps part under the light so you can see the letters Alps, but I can't really see it, but maybe you guys can. Okay, well, actually, let's get out my other one and compare the weight a little bit. And, let's see. Apple M3501 right here. Yeah. So this is my only other Apple M3501, just so you can kind of see how no, this one had salmon Alps that I felt like that's what I determined. Well, this feels just as heavy. More faded. Let's get the F off of here and see what. Yeah, so that's definitely a different color, right? So Alps versus, I guess, cream or something. That's the best way to show the two colors sort of side by side. Maybe like this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. It's good to have more Alps key switches, and I guess the italics keycaps if people like them a lot. I'm not sure I do yet. Haven't cleaned any of these guys yet. Let me put this one back. Ouch, I think I missed. Okay. Cool, I got a cable with this one, which is nice, and yeah. Let me get the other one out. I want to see the typing differences. See if I can decide whether I like the cream versus the salmon Alps, I guess. Interesting. I think I like the cream more, but I can't say why. I'll have to read up on them and see what people are saying about the feel and the differences. Haven't been exposed to Alps too much. Alright, well, let's label this guy. Should be maybe 26. Yeah. 26. This one's cleaner than the other one. Still dirty though, and it's obviously, but it's less yellowed, I think, on the case. They're sturdily made back then. These are nice quality. Heft, durability seems good. I haven't read about them much. Whether you can convert an Apple to be used on a. Actually, what am I talking about? I have a Mac, but. Whether my MacBook Pro can use these or not, I don't know. Guess we'll find out through reading at some point. Alright. We'll have to redo these because I couldn't spell my name right. But I'll keep the numbers the same. Let's get the next one set up correctly. So this is going to be 27, but let me fix my typo. Calcifer. Okay. Shift 420. 7 is ready to go. Yeah, I don't know what order to do these guys in. I just took the next one on the list, which. Wow, this is dirty and yellow. I should put my gloves on. It's so bad, but. If I pinned in black cord, which, you know, usually they're excuse me, they're beige, but got some green alts, a couple double some green and black on the sides of these keys. Yeah. Not much else though, but very dirty. What do we got? BTC 53 series, made in Taiwan, so it's got a steel bottom to it. Let's see if this tells you guys anything. I can try to look it up, I guess. A BTC 53 series. It's pretty, you know, thin and not so wide. No windows. This is a macro key over here. Let's see what kind of. Uh-oh, he's stuck down or something. Oh. Wow, there's rubber on the top. And then, so we got double shot. Wow, look at this. I don't think I've seen this type of switch type before, you know, and keycaps. Yeah. Oh, I guess that looks like Cherry Maxi. When I looked close, it didn't look like the plus sign was that prominent, but yeah, I suppose it is. I'll show you a close up of that. So there's a rubber on the top there, which is I'm not used to seeing. And then inside is the whole round part, and the plus sign moves together and when you press down. So it puts the tactility on the outside instead of on the bottom side. It's on the top, and that's an interesting idea. I'm not sure I've seen that. Let's see what's wrong with this D key or why it might be stuck. So Yeah, it's just stuck down, I guess. I was able to pop it up for a second, I thought, when I almost... Yeah, no, it just goes right back down, so... Not sure what could cause that. Oh, I can see a few more of them are stuck, so... These aren't stuck, these are stuck. This feels pretty hollow and crappy. Actually, the tactility is really bouncy and pushes back since it's on top. It happens very high and it's pretty firm. Interesting idea. Interesting keycaps, I'd say. I like the font and the color use. Should we try to look up whatever it said real quick? We can. BTC 53 series. Let's see what happens if I give a quick look up on that. BTC 53 switch. Okay, Desk Authority has some info about it. Might be foam and foil. Let's see. The key switch is BTC foam and foil. So it's a linear, possibly linear switch. Yeah, this looks like the board I'm talking about. Interesting. Well, yeah. 5339R. 5339R. Yeah, linear foam and foil, I guess. Not great, but interesting, I guess. More fun, obviously, when we get our common things like our IBM Model F is what I'd wish for, but hey, I enjoy seeing these random different ones come through. So we'll label this guy and then we'll clean him up, see if he works or looks prettier, if we can doctor him up at some point. And never know, maybe somebody wants to complete their collection by having one of these, or they grew up on it and they loved it, or I had never heard of it. So there's our I don't know, maybe our fourth board of the day. Only have one left. And it's probably nothing thrilling, but wow, it's a heavy beast. Let's see what we got here. Super long cable. OmniKey 101. It's got, geez. It's got looks like a detachable kind of cable that is sort of gets to halfway and does whatever this does. And then you keep going and it's got a 5-pin DIN. And not sure what this is, but it kind of looks like it might belong with the same set. So why would you need to keep extending it or something? Or I don't know, man. This looks bent, so it wouldn't even... Anyways, there's this extra cable. Maybe it doesn't go with this keyboard, but I'll have to learn what the heck all that does. But could be with one of the other ones. Let's look at this one though. Wow, it's pretty hefty because I guess this is plastic, but okay, so this is OmniKey 101 by Northgate. Okay, I think I read Northgates were pretty good for whatever reason, either build or layout, or build quality or layout. Oh. Kind of one of my favorites is colored keycaps. Well, we got green shifts and red controls and blue alts. And then a little bit of green and red on the side of some of these up here. Let me get my camera so I can see what I'm doing. So here's the logo for OmniKey 101 by Northgate. There's a red escape. Here's the green, red, and blue on the control shift alt. This is heavy, actually, pretty interesting. It's pretty gross guck on there, huh? And, yeah, okay, well. Let's see if the back sheds any interesting lights on things. Let's read this guy. OmniKey 101 GT60, no GT6 OmniKey 101. So on Northgate. Alright, well, look at that part. What's that say? Part number. I guess I was gonna look if it was millions or billions, but that's too many zeros for. So I don't know. Doesn't really mean that. Okay. Let us. This is. Oh yeah. Okay. Look. Oh. It's like this thing's kind of removable. Oh yeah. There we go. So here's a removable little top, and I guess it gives you access to these dip switches that we could change. Maybe that's a hard reset, an orange hard reset button. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, there we go. I didn't expect that. That's kind of cool. Hopefully that'll clean up. That's pretty grody, but it looks like there's a couple layers to it, like a clear over something. Maybe we can take it apart to clean it more, but what kind of keycaps do these Northgates have? I mean, what kind of, well, sure, keycaps, but also switches. Alps, okay. White Alps, it looks like. So here's the bottom of the, what did I get, the Jew key, I guess. So here's the bottom. Double shot, looks like. Here's the dirty font. See if we can get it to focus a little better. Yeah, so I guess White Alps these look like, I'd say. Decide for yourselves.
Everyone does like ridiculous amounts of damage now.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can vouch that it does feel like super sturdy construction. Yeah, this might be a keeper. If you can clean it up, yeah, maybe this is a keeper because it's a solid piece of machinery. The Alps keys feel pretty good, pretty interesting. What I don't get is why sometimes I replaced this G, but now it's higher than the rest. I don't know why it didn't seat as well as before I took it off, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. They're a little scratchy, I guess. I haven't had Alps and I haven't had vintage or scratchiness, so I'm not sure how. I'd say this does feel that way. Would it grate on me? Because I kind of think I'm open to most types and liking all of them. I'd like to try them at least to see whether I'm saying I guess I like most things and maybe this wouldn't bother me, but I could see typing on this for a while. Yeah, these F1 through 3 are just grody, like I don't know if they can clean up. It'll be interesting to put them in the ultrasonic cleaner and see if they can not look like milk chocolate mud residue. I don't know. Some serious spillage. Love to see the colored caps come through though. I guess it's, I can't tell if it's yellowed or it's just the standard beige, but probably clean them first and then decide whether retrobraiding would be a good option or not. Okay, well, I think I did save the best for last actually, and at least for sturdiness. This part's a little funky because it kind of looks off kilter a little bit, but that's your peek window into the dip switches from the front and a reset. Pretty firm reset. I hadn't seen that before either. Usually it's some small thing maybe between the keys you gotta poke a pen at, but it's a big old reset button. So that is it for this recycler haul. 5 new keyboards added to the collection. Most of them DIN, 5-pin DIN, plus an Apple, plus one PS2. It was crappy. What? 3 sets of Alps, so I'd say that's pretty good. Not bad. Just considering I had 0, a month or 2 ago. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with this one. Can't wait to clean it up. All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for whatever's next.